minute, 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Liftoff.
Millions of fans around the world have been waiting for. Football, Southern football season. Sports Radio. 88.9 Prima FM.
It's another Monday morning. It is time for action. It is time for the Sports Machine, only on Sports Radio 88.9 FM. How you doing this morning? Good morning and welcome. Anthony Bekedemo is my name. Yinka Oyedele is cap for this one. Mohamed Saliu cap for this one. What about Joshua Ike Okolie? He's also cap for this one. I'm also not forgetting one man, Jude Ogoji. He's my producer this morning. He'll be pressing all the right buttons on the console. Let's start from the international scene. My name remains Anthony Bekedemo from overseas. Let's tell you that officials are hoping to bring the 2026 Commonwealth Games to Hamilton in Canada. Are set to make their case during a meeting of a city council committee today amid concerns over the spending of public money on a mega event during a pandemic. The team, including Hamilton 2026 bid chairman Louis Frappoti, President PJ Makaranti, and indeed Commonwealth Games Federation's Chief Executive David Grevenberg will present an updated framework for the candidature at the virtual General Issues Committee meeting today. It will give members of the GIC, which makes recommendations to the City Council on areas such as budgets and economic development matters, the chance to hear Hamilton's 2026 latest proposals developed in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. Let's leave Hamilton, Canada. Let's go elsewhere as we look at sports from the foreign scene. Let's tell you that the delayed National Basketball Association, what you know as the NBA season, makes it less likely that the league's players would also play at the now postponed Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. This is according to a report. There is increasing skepticism about the steel being able to accommodate the games by the end of the 2020-2021 season. A traditional NBA campaign sees the regular season run from October to April, with the following month hosting the playoffs, and indeed the NBA finals are running for 2 weeks, usually in June. With the new season due to start on the 1st of December, it means that there will be a 6 weeks delay from the usual restart, meaning that the finals could be concluded in mid-July 2021. This will be around a week before the rescheduled Tokyo Olympic Games are due to start in 2021. However, it is feared that if the coronavirus continues at the rate it currently is happening in the USA, nothing would happen. Only on Saturday, the United States recorded more than 54,000 new cases of COVID-19, resulting to 976 deaths. Let's of course talk some football this morning, because Atletico Madrid are in the news. Atletico Madrid are hoping for the best, and at the same time they are fearing for the worst after 2 people tested positive for coronavirus at the club, one of whom is a player. The fear now is of course that player may have affected others in the camp. Atletico have 93 persons set to travel to Lisbon today, but that trip to Lisbon has been put on hold. They have to test these players and indeed test the coach and other members of the 93 team traveling party. They have a game on Thursday against RB Leipzig in the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. But of course, they say safety first. They will be testing today. They will not travel today. They will test first and see what the results would look like. Let's say that regular sanitizing of equipment and reducing physical contact between players are of course amongst the main recommendations in guidelines published by the International Volleyball Federation for the safe return of of its events. The Volleyball Federation has published guidelines for beach volleyball and indeed volleyball, which would outline measures teams, organizers, federations, and technical officials should be implementing during, of course, their return. That's how it is this morning from the foreign scene. We'll go for a breather. When we come back, we'll look at action from the domestic scene. We'll be talking about the NPFL and many other issues right here this morning on the Sports Machine.
Every day, identify your station. 88.9 Sports Radio. What else could we call it?
Yes, indeed. I call it Sports Radio 88.9 Bella FM and call it the Sports Machine. After a very long wait, I repeat, after a very, very long wait, the LMC, the league organizers in Nigeria, finally came out with a league table. And that league table has continued to surprise some and indeed shock some. One man who is very surprised and shocked this morning is the coach of Rivers United. His name is Stanley Eguma. Rivers United coach Stanley Eguma has come out to state that he remains shocked. He remains surprised at how his team, Rivers United, got to third spot. And indeed, they are behind Enyimba in the standings after PPG was used by the LMC. The man says he's still very, very shocked and surprised. Why is Rivers United not in second spot but third spot on that table? LMC, why?
For me, as an individual, I think it is surprising because I know the rules. I've gone through the rules, the framework of LMC, and what we're expecting to come from there is not what we're seeing now. And I'm surprised how it took LMC up to 2 months to come up with such a decision that they're coming up now. I think that is left for management of the Rivers United Football Club to react. I'm not me, I'm only saying this as an individual.
Yes, indeed, the management of Rivers United have indeed reacted. OK Palaku is the general manager of Rivers United. He has signed a statement. They are saying that they will not accept that table that puts Rivers United in third spot and Enyimba in second spot. Let's quickly go to the camp of Enyimba, where one man says us finishing second on the PPG table is good news. Theophilus Afelhai is the goalkeeper of Enyimba. One man's meat is another man's fish. One man's poison is another man's meat. Theophilus Afelhai says this is good news for Enyimba Football Club of Aba.
It's very good news to read Enyimba player because all man says is good news because most of us that we are there because of Champions League to play Continental. And thank God it not happened that the Lumos are the second table to promote Nigeria. It's very good news to us.
Staying with Enyimba Football Club, one man, of course, is a player of Enyimba. He sort of disagrees with Theophilus Afelhai. He's indeed saying that it looks like we did not merit it. It looks like we did not merit it. But if the LMC say, now we be second. Stanley Dimba on the Sports Machine this morning.
Just by how the team, the table and all those things. I think that he might not marry because of how how our country and they take that decision and they say that it's a PD something. I don't know how they manage to do those things, but in some country in Europe they already give their teams cup decision. That's final. So when our league management take decision, I don't think that anybody have any right to question them because they have their own reason. So that's their own decision and everybody needs to abide by it. So
Stanley Dimba says. Okay, he says he doesn't know how they did it, though. He doesn't know what they mean by PPG. But if they say now we be second, if they say we are second, don't challenge it. Enyimba is indeed second. Let's go elsewhere. One man, of course, is acting as a mediator this morning. He's the coach of Sunshine Stars Football Club of Akure. Call him Kabir, call him Dogo. He would answer. He has stated that the two teams are locked on points on the PPG table. Talking about Enyimba and indeed Rivers United. On the table, Enyimba are second and Rivers United are third. They should just accept it to accept your fate. That's talk coming from Sunshine's coach, Kabiru, of course, Abelu Dogo. Hello, let's take this one. Let's take the voice of Dogo this morning.
We will just play to the three side. We should just take it in good faith and continue their life. If it happens to us, we will take it like that at least for continuity and peace to reign in Nigerian football.
Sports Radio. What else could we call it?
Sports Radio 88.9 Pula FM. Very, very shortly, we'll open the phone lines and have you talk. What do you make of the situation? Should they accept it and move on, or should they pursue? Of course, yes, their situation or pursue their course somewhere very, very high. Talking about Rivers United. Let's, of course, talk some basketball this morning. Where assistant coach of Nigeria's women's national basketball team, the one they call the Tigers, Peter Medu, is the coach. He's come out to state that the women's national team of Nigeria will be glad to start afresh, having lost a lot of valuable ground as the team has, and of course, the team owing to the impact of the coronavirus pandemic. And Medu, in a chat with www.brilla.net, said it's been a challenging time for everyone in women's basketball, and how we wish things were different.
When there's life, there's hope. Even though there's ups and downs presently in the world, we thank God. We are hoping that at the time where we will all resume, everybody will be in good health. That is the most important thing. But for now, I tell you, it has actually affected because the morale, the confidence we built from essential from the beginning of last year to this period before the virus epidemic came up.
Let's, of course, go to Anambra State, where one man is boasting this morning. He's the caretaker chairman of the Anambra State Football Association. Remember, elections were supposed to be held, but those elections were rejected by the Nigeria Football Federation. Emeka Okeke is the caretaker Anambra FA chairman. He's boasting this morning that they can't do what has not been done before in 3 months. Give us 3 months, and by the time 3 months have elapsed, you see a different FA in Anambra State.
Caretaker committee, but I still believe in 3 months we can do what the state has not seen in 8 years. So we're starting with Anambra football campaign. Let Anambra people take ownership for the survival and growth of football for the benefit of the community. We're going to make sure people know who are the local clubs, who are the local players, what facilities can we put in each of the 21 local governments. How do we get people to come together, right? And I think the only way we can do that, because you cannot promote what does not exist, is to now go into the grassroots at the LSC level. Each of the local governments will have 21, put in an NLO standard football pitch at the bare minimum. Pick one coach, one referee from that local government. They'll be part of our referees clinic, coaching clinic, and those who do well for the coaches, for example. We don't have coaches in Anambra, maybe about 3. So I'm starting a program that can get some coaches to NIS, basic, even if it's basic.
Emeka Okeke, he can do it. He can do it. What they have not done in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years, what they've not done in 8 years, Emeka Okeke says they can do it. They can do it in 3 months. Would, of course, watch him very, very closely. It is still the Sports Machine on Sports Radio 88.9 FM. Let's quickly go to Norway this morning, where one man is telling us how the league in Norway got restarted. His name is Jerome Akor. He plays, of course, for Sogndal FF in the Norwegian top flight. He's coming out here to, of course, explain how they came back to football in Norway. Yes, talking about COVID-19.
We thank God things were able to come back normal. Everybody were waiting. We were all anticipating really much for the resumption of football, and not just football, but normal life again. Football almost looked bigger than it was before Corona, because everybody really wants to see football and see us play and watch TV. People are much more emotional about everything right now, and we thank God we could get back to normal life gradually, and football too.
Thank you very, very much. I'm thanking God that they can get back to normal life and indeed football. This is still the Sports Machine on Sports Radio 88.9 FM. So much has been said this morning. It is time for you, fans of our beloved radio station, to talk back. 0700000889. Those are the numbers to call this morning.
Good morning to you, Anthony.
Sports Machine. Good morning to you.
My name is Roger Motosro.
Guru, let's hear you.
Let me just go direct to Anambra State. Mr. Okeke, please promise us we'll even do it in 24 hours. Nigeria will go for divorce. Thank you.
Okay, he says, okay, says, what they did not do in 8 years, he can do in 3 months. If you're a fan of Anambra State Football Association, maybe you should be jumping up for joy because the miracle worker is in town. Hello, good morning.
Tony, good morning.
Good morning to you.
The Radio Banga.
What's your name?
My name is Osondu.
Okay, Osondu. Let's hear you.
Yeah. I want to say Rivers United. They should take that thing like that. They should take the league like that and continue with their match. So if they don't want to do this, they will spend money, they will spend their own time. And at last, they will lose. Thank you.
Okay, he says Rivers United should accept the PPG table as it puts, Plateau United in first spot, Eimba in second spot, Rivers United in third spot. No Champions League football, they will play in the CAF Confederations Cup. Hello.
Yeah, good morning to you, Anthony Parewara Pekateramo.
Good morning to you. What's your name?
Yeah, good to hear your voice again. My name is Seriki Diolo.
Okay, let's hear you.
Let me tell you something, Anthony. This it boils down to what I've complained earlier about this PPG of a city in the MPFL. I've said that we should have left this thing the way the league finished instead of going for PPG because it will spoil a lot of controversy in the league.
So what's the way forward now? What's the way forward? Should we just accept?
Yeah, I mean this PPG.
Yeah, and they've done PPG now. They have done PPG. Rivers United no agree. What's the way forward?
You know the controversy is spoiling up now. That's why I said.
And what should we do now? What should we now do now? Moving forward.
That's why I said we should have left it.
You are still taking us back. We are asking you a question and they've done that now. Should they now go back?
Then let the humble begin now.
Okay, you've not provided any solution. What is the way forward? Can you say Rivers United accept or Rivers United proceed forward? Go and fight for your right or go and fight for your case. That's the simple question this morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you.
I think I was wicked.
Fantastic. What's your name? Okay.
International, I want to take from international.
Okay.
The Athletic Magic player, two of them that
no, it's one player. It's one player. One player.
I will mention the name of the player.
They've not mentioned it. They've not mentioned the name of the player. They've kept it on the wraps.
Okay.
But they will do test today.
Okay, they will allow us to know so that someone can be running away for that guy.
Okay.
Welcome, Anthony.
Okay, thank you very, very much. Still your frequency of champions, Sports Radio 88.9 Bala FM. Let's go to Facebook this morning. Once you like our page, you can watch us live. You can also comment. Sports Radio Bala FM is our Facebook fan page address. Stephen John says, a wonderful morning to you, Anthony Bekederamo. Christian Gideon says, good morning to you, Anthony. What about Afame Funa Robinson says Rivers United should accept the table the way it is and go prepare for the CAF Confederations Cup. I will take more calls. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. It looks like this line is not very, very clear. If you can call us back, please do. 0700 0000889. Those are the numbers to call this morning to be a part of the sports machine. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
My name is Ameka.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the media are not helping matters when it comes to this PPG.
Come again.
I said I think the media are not helping matters.
How has the media not helped?
Thank you very much. Because one of the officials came to analyze how that PPG works. That after the position, each club comes with the same point. They look for the head-to-head.
So how has the media not done the?
I'm coming. And if the head-to-head is not working, they look for the club that plays lesser number of games and like that. Immediately he said it, I googled it and saw it that way, and he said that. So the media will come, they will tell the public that the LMC is not doing this, is not doing that, and the people will be hacked.
Wait, what's your name again? What's your name?
My name is Emeka.
Emeka, have you been listening to sports radio? When you say media, have you been listening to print?
When I say media, I don't think all.
Even give us our accolade now. You say media, some media. You say the media. Okay. That's you're talking to all of them.
Right. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Some media have not been issue. And that is it. I just want it to be like this. That even when you come on board, also try and explain this so that people will not understand it.
This is a show. It's not time to be explaining PPG. Now show me. No, I don't have time.
I understand. It's a show. So you just have to.
We don't explain and pass now. We don't explain all this in pass.
That means they don't understand it. That's why they are making noise about it.
Okay, Sports Radio 88.9 Bella FM. If you've even heard a player of Enyimba Stanley Dimba say, I don't even understand PPG. But anyhow, any which way as they give us, they don't give us that. That's a player of Enyimba. But we've done our part. Can we squeeze in one final call before we go? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Mr. Samu.
Okay.
I want to tell this that club to accept because Nigeria has shown their mark as a do. Before they know that they begin to spend money where they're supposed to pay their players.
Okay.
Or they begin to hold the players. So let them just accept what they do for their PPG.
Okay.
That's my hope.
Okay, thank you very, very much. That's the size of the sports machine this morning. We'll, of course, talk more about this PPG, the final table, and indeed other matters right here on your Frequency of Champions. Many thanks must go to the crew. Mohamed Salih was spraying the passes, long-range passes. Yinka Oyedele gave us short passes. Judo Boji was pressing the right buttons on the console. Josh, Ike Kole ensured we're live on social media, on Facebook to be precise, and indeed on Twitter. My name is Anthony Beke Deremo. We'll do it again, same time, same station, only on Sports Radio 88.9 Bella FM at 9. One man will be joining us on the station live from his base in Portugal, where the Champions League will be going down. His name is Simi Tochukwu Nwankwo. He scored 20 goals to win the Golden Boot, and he brought his team, Crotone, to the Serie A. He'll be joining us. Remember, he also plays for the Super Eagles. Let's go for that break. When we come back, action will continue on Sports Radio.
Sports Radio. Sports Radio. What else could we call it?
Hey sports fans, you can now watch your favorite Brilla programs live on Android and iPhone devices anywhere you are. Download the Brilla app on Google Play Store for Android and the Apple App Store for iPhone users. Just type BRILA and look for the football with a microphone wrapped around it. Download the app and watch your favorite presenters live. What are you waiting for? Just type BRILA and look for the football with the microphone wrapped around it. Take Brilla anywhere, everywhere. Brilla, your home of the fans.
Dangote bag of goodies. Dangote don't come back again. Oh, it's Dangote bag of goodies season 2. Bella be a millionaire. In 16 weeks, 1,000 people I got a millionaire. And you never finish your bunker prices still plenty to win. Tricycles, motorcycles, television, what do you need to win? Now to just buy any Dangote bag of cement when the right bag of goodies too on top. Remove and scratch the scratch card when they're inside. And you feel winning star prices like airtime. Dangote food packs. Then you will keep that same scratch card for the Bella with star price. Get all the cards to spell DANGOTE and be a millionaire. And if you go collect your prices from the Dangote depot, regional offices are selected wholesale outlets within your area. For other information, please check newspaper and poster. This promo will start from July 15 to November 15, 2020. Dangote bag of goodies season 2. Spell and be a millionaire. This year go still better for you.
When the fans asked for more, we at Sports Radio 88.9 Bella FM gave them 4 wishes and a magical line. It simply means when you call 0700000889, you're routed through 4 different lines. So when you dial the magical number 0700000889, you get through to us on 4 lines. That means you have 4-in-1 chance of having your voice heard on your favorite radio station. So go ahead and start dialing. It's the 4-in-1 package from the home of the fans.
Take Brilla anywhere, everywhere.
Yes, you can take Brilla with you anywhere, everywhere.
The Brilla app is available for free download on Google Play. It is also there on the Apple iTunes Store. Yes, on Google Play and the Apple iTunes Store.
Look out for the Brilla football and microphone logo with the letters BRILA in green colour.
That is our authentic app. It gives you Brilla FM, Brilla.net, Brilla Sports.tv and all the extra betting tips, live
score, plus our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google Plus and YouTube posts.
Sports Fun. You can post your videos and eyewitness reports.
Brila, B-R-I-L-A. Available for download on Google Play and the Apple iTunes Store. Take Brila anywhere, everywhere on your handset.